Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume.
Trying to get behind the defense. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
The give to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The back goes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Brings up 4th and goal. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Here's the handoff. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting a run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Handoff to the single back. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On second down, they'll take to the air. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Hauls it in at the 25.
Returner is tackled down at the 36, and your Michigan Wolverines will take over 1st and 10.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job of finishing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Marks. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong. Be big. Be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Wolverines head it quickly to the line. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wideout in motion. They'll go back to the ground. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw it, Sims. Quarterback extends the play. He fires it out to the right. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Coyotes. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Just feeds the running back. And the ball squirted out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But, man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Ball in the air. Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up third down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Off play action. It's complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 9, USC 0.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for space to the left. Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Coming up, fourth down.
Try to get it on the ground. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that fourth down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
Well, I think sometimes on 1st and goal like that, you're just trying to get up to the line of scrimmage early. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. So you go quarterback sneak, you find the crease, you plow forward, and it worked. They score a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running to the left. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a 2nd down play. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give from the gun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Sims. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
It's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Looking for space. It's Marks. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Benedict. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job. Touches it dead. No return on this one. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was...
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get them. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
He's looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You see it in football all the time, right? matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Fires and picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take it.
And he's running in the open. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Trojans.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Running back goes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. To throw, it's Sims. Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He's going to pass. With the catch, it's Sanders. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he's playing with fire. He's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and all slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but really wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
One more snap coming before halftime. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
The give to the left. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Bought a little time, lets it go. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down?
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Brings it down on the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
They go 4 vertical, and I love that play call. This is one of the best receivers in the country. This play's tailor-made for him. He does a great job with the route. He understands coverages, and he's got a great catch radius. What a good play call for this particular player.
The hand to the running back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll give it to the back. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. The Wolverines in the hurry up. They'll run for it on third and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverine!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass. It's Benedict. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Now they'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Goes to the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. On the option. Now the toss. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
In other stores around the country, Slippery Rock 49, Westchester University 24.
Line gets set, first down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Well, this offense.
Coming up.
Game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll keep it on the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Brings up second down.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Final play of the quarter coming. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires on the move. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter.
Michigan 23, USC 21.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
The offense coughs it up. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Touchdown, Trojans! They've got the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 28, Michigan 23.
Trying to pick out that ball through a deluge of rain, and he missed it. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will audible. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. To the ground with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, USC. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking for a man. It's Sims. Starting to feel a little pressure. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let him make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Got enough space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Back to throw, it's Sims. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man on the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels.
Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. All wideouts, no backs. Dropping back, it's Benedict. Fires to the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. A A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. This offense is on the ropes, buried deep in its own end, and that defense is winding up for the knockout blow. Here's a throw downfield late. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Looking to scramble. He wants a big play here late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays through the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
They keep attacking through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Marks. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's